Taffers, welcome back to another episode of Thief with me, the ASMR nerd. You Thief fans have been nothing if not persistent in reminding me that it is high time for another one of these. And I say it every time, but I think that's really cool, actually, as much as I kind of pretend to grumble about it. I'm really glad that there are those of you who are so passionate about this series and who remind me, from time to time, when I might be dragging my heels on getting another episode out. And I know it's been a while. I know it has been, but another episode always does come along, and there will always be more until we're done. So, without further ado, let us carry on. Last time we finished up the Down in the Bone Horde level, one of my favorites in the game, and this time, well, you'll see what happens this time. Let's get going.
I had some money to spare after disposing of the Horn, so it seemed time to invest in some new tools. Karras is one of the few merchants willing to risk selling to an independent like me, and his prices are steep. But the other choice is to let one of the so-called city wardens give me orders, and take a cut of my profits. They've been after me for years to join one of their stables, but I'm not interested. Maybe they'll get the idea and give up. More likely, they'll just ramp up the threats. Nothing I can't handle if I'm careful. And lucky. And my luck seems to have finally turned for the better.
Okay, so here we are at the next level, called Assassins. And we've been playing experts all the way along, so might as well carry on with it, I guess. The goals here read, now that you've got the finest in lockpicks, you can go after more challenging and lucrative targets. How about the local hammer temple? Get at least 1,000 loot. And of course our expert stipulation, a true professional doesn't leave a mess. Don't kill anyone. Very well then. Shall we? Okay, so we've got our items that we have on us, and because we did quite well last mission, we've actually got quite a lot of cash here to buy items with. We've found almost everything that was available. In the last mission, we must have missed like one or two items, small ones, so I believe we can buy pretty much everything we would want here. Let's start with the water arrows, because those are always good to have for extinguishing torches and whatnot, and moss arrows could be useful. I think we can afford them all. And we need neither broadhead arrows nor fire arrows because they're both lethal, and we're not going to be killing anybody. We've also got a pile of broadheads already, so healing potions it is. Even though, as I've said before, healing potions are for people who get caught. And I have no intention of that. Although, it always happens anyway. So it's probably good to have a few on hand. so we find ourselves in the shop where we just purchased our lockpicks.
That shot was meant for me.
Did you see that?
Yes, I'm sure it was Garrett in the window. He's dead. Let's head back now.
These creeps are gonna lead me right back to whoever sent them to kill me.
Whoa.
But only if I can tail them without them noticing me.
Okay, so our mission objectives have changed on us as the circumstances have changed. As you just saw, we were the target of a bungled assassination attempt. And these two goons here were too incompetent to verify that it was in fact Garrett, me, us, that they murdered.
Did you hear someone?
Don't see anything now.
And of course it wasn't. Okay, so it looks like they went right. So we're gonna have to tiptoe very carefully over this loud, clangy metal bridge. Oh, hey buddy. I think I hear them over here. Is this them? Yes. I think yes. Good. Oh, another guard. I assume this is the guy that we're supposed to be following. Maybe they split up. But I think this is one of the guys. He's got an arrow or a bow. So, I think he's the assassin. The incompetent assassin. This is a big light patch I don't like the look of. We'll hug this wall here. It's so exposed here. Okay, let's make a run for it. Stick to the darkness. Remain in the shadows. Kind of. The city's too well lit. Look at how well lit this is. How's a thief supposed to operate here? Okay, let's go. Don't want to lose him. That would be no good. Must have gone over here. Ah, good shadows. Are we done? Oh no, I'm still going. Oh great, we've got more clangy metal floor. Quiet now. Tiptoe, tiptoe. I like how he just stops every once in a while. Just, I don't know, hangs out, listens.
I feel like we're being followed.
We? It's just you, buddy. I don't know where your friend went, but we lost him back there a ways. We must be almost to our goal here. We've come a long way. least we've got nice dark corners tied in around here. Just the way I like it. I'm reminded just how important.
So, these are Ramirez's boys. I think it's time I dealt with Mr. Ramirez once and for all.
Okay, so it looks like we've arrived somewhere at the Ramirez Manor, perhaps, if the big R over the gate is any indication. So there is one Ramirez who wants us dead. What I was going to say a moment ago, before the quest updated there, was that I'm reminded how masterful the audio design is in this game, and what a critical part of the atmosphere it is. Like, even just now, we've got the whistling wind, and just the sort of ambient music, I guess you would call it, tracks, although it's very low-key, very just atmospheric stuff. Nothing right now playing, obviously, but like earlier when we were trailing the guy. Anyway, okay, let's take a look at our mission goals here to see what has been updated. Alright, trail the thugs who just tried to assassinate you without being detected. So it looks like we did that successfully. Time to show Ramirez who the real criminal mastermind is. Break into his mansion and take what he values most, his wealth. The purse from his bed should make the point. Loot the mansion for valuables. You need at least 2,000 worth. Locate his prized silver fire poker. It's worth quite a bit. And then we have to get out of the mansion. And we have to do it all without killing anyone. Naturally. Okay. So this is a map of some of the area that we just wandered through. It's a bit of a twisting, winding warren. You see different areas labeled here. Home turf, downtown, old quarter, new market, high town. I once read an essay, I think it was on Rock Paper Shotgun, maybe, about how the city itself is a character in the Thief games, and I couldn't agree more. The organic feeling they've imbued in it is just awesome. Okay. And somehow, even though at the beginning of the mission we had no idea we were coming to the Ramirez mansion, we have some very rudimentary scribbles outlining the manor here, which maybe Garrett just scribbled them down right now. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So, gatehouse and main entrance, that's what we were just looking at. Full of guards, of course. Looks like we've got a first and second floor, and a basement, of course. So there has got to be a better way into this manor than the front door. There always is. But if I'm being honest, I actually don't remember this mission all that well. It's been a long time since I played it, and I mentioned it in a previous episode, but as we get further into the game, the levels become less and less familiar with me, because you know how it is. You start a game a bunch of times, you know, but you usually only and start a game a bunch of times. But typically,
Where are they gonna put the poor sap slinger at? Don't know. Toss them into a well or something. No, they just don't have enough guys no more. Kinda sad. Used to be the power. Now they're just a bunch of guys wishing for the old days.
I always love listening to the guard dialogues in this game. As I was saying, you only finish it once, usually, or maybe twice if you really like the game. So, point being that the later levels you play less, and that is certainly the case for me with Thief. So, this is going to be more experimental than some of the levels we have played previously. Yeah, this is that well-guarded entrance. I don't see any guards right now, but obviously we heard them a moment ago, so I just wanted to check out this corner just to see, but it looks like there is nothing of interest here, so we're not going there. So we're going to have to go back a ways into the city, I suppose, and look for another way in, because I reckon there is one. And if I had to guess, I would say that the basement is probably our sneaky way in. So let's poke around and see if we can find some kind of way to get into the basement. A couple of stacked boxes. This looks promising. Possibly. Nope. I thought maybe it would go down into some kind of water system, but it doesn't appear to. I think we came this way. Speaking of water system, though, I doubt we can get up that. It's flowing pretty fast, but I wonder. Oh, what's this? What is this? Let's take a look. A little looky-loo, shall we? Well, that was underwhelming. It's really nothing. It's just a little guardhouse or something. Here I was thinking we'd found something useful. Obviously, the further we get from the manor, the less likely we are to find anything useful in terms of access, although there could very well be loot scattered about. Oh, what's all this? Scattered about in the city. Well, this looks I'm really not quite sure. That's some fast flowing water. We're certainly not getting that way. I don't know where the Ramirez mansion is on this. I guess it's up in Hightown, because I think it's implying that we're here now. With the shaded. Ah, well. Let's see what happens, eh? Let's give it an old quick save. And cistern, but we're quite a ways away from the manor. And I'm pretty sure this is going to take us the wrong way. This will take us back into town. Yeah, I don't think we're going the right way at all. Oh well. I guess I can't hurt to poke around. See if maybe we can find some loot or gear. Okay. Oops. Very stealthy indeed. This current is a little annoying. Ladders in this game, always awful. We could jump back out into the water, but I don't think that's going to serve us well. Gosh, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really quite lost right now. This is probably a part of town where we've passed through. Although, wow, this place is a real warren, isn't it? Seriously, like half of this is just gonna be me trying to figure out where the heck I'm going. Not even at the manor. Does this look familiar? I am mega turned around right now. Oh, nice. Okay. Right back where we started. But that's not such a bad thing, because actually, look at all this. Look at all this stuff. Got a bit of gear. Some water arrows, moss arrows, fire arrows. It's not like poor old what's-his-face is gonna miss it. He's real dead. We've got some flash bombs. Very good. And a baguette. We'll leave the poor man with his baguette. It's funny, the ground looks a little different there, but I don't think there's anything there. Okay, well, sure. No loot here, but tools. Oh, what's all this? No. Worthless phase. And, looks like just some burlap or a bedroll or something. And, a mounted burrock head. I love that. And this is the window through which the assassins made their attack. Okay. Well, how about that? There's a lot of city out here. Some very twisting, winding ways to go. And, could very well be some interesting stuff out here, but yeah, I think in the interest of time. See, the explorer in me has a really hard time just leaving this stuff. But, oh, this place is huge, really. Look at all the... I could swear that we actually ended up coming around this way. Yeah, we totally did. Jerk took us on a big loop through the city. Because I remember this clangy floor. Followed by this wooden. And, what do you know, we were right down here earlier. there's that first door that we found. Okay, none of this is really serving our ultimate goal here, so let's get a little closer to the manor again and see about finding. Okay, so here we are once again at the front of the manor. Let's backtrack, but not as far this time. I think this alley looks pretty promising. Oh, okay. This is actually where that water flows from. Interesting. I don't know if we can do anything with these stacked. Well, do you think if we stacked them up and jumped on them, we could mantle onto a ledge up there? Maybe. Maybe. It's possible. Let's see what we can do. It's probably wishful thinking. Can we, no. No, too high. And there's nowhere shorter around here. I'm sure you thief veterans who remember this level better than I do. Is this any shorter? I don't think that'll be the solution. I really don't. You thief veterans are probably just screaming at me to figure it out and get on with it, but yeah, I honestly do not remember the way in. Nothing over there by the looks of it, but let's see what happens down here. No, that doesn't look useful. In fact, none of this looks particularly useful. Well then. Oh, where the heck are we? Really not quite sure what just happened there. No. Okay, we just went into a back corner, I guess. No, nothing useful here. Oh, look, a ladder. Well, you guys. Can mantle up here, but that's not really gonna get me anywhere, is it? And yeah, I mean, maybe the solution is somewhere in that water system, but that's pretty extensive. Okay, well, perhaps we try a slightly different approach then, which is maybe we can sneak in the front door. Maybe it's not as well guarded as it would first seem. So let's see what we can do here. Okay. Oh, that's loud. Gravel. Well, we've got our water arrows, so let's make a little bit of shadow for ourselves. Gosh, that gravel is loud. This seems like a really, really terrible way to approach this level. And I'm like 99.9% sure this is not how you're supposed to do it. But
Someone behind me?
no. Shh. Yep. Nothing. stay in these shadows and move really, really slowly. Yeah. We can creep across this yard without Buddy seeing us. Oh. What do you think chances are we can, like, hug this wall and he won't see us? Poor, I imagine, but let's give it a shot. Okay. He saw us, but, we managed to get away. Yes, it did, but doesn't matter anymore, does it? Okay, good. We've got a door. A door that perhaps we can make our way over to. We're doing this the hard way, guys. Let's see if we can get in. That guy's really suspicious, but he never quite saw us. Now this will bring us up to the ramparts. Yep. That is in fact the only place it brings us to. This may not actually really be where we want to be, but, well. Oh no, this is not where we want to be at all. I thought maybe I could get along to the other section of the ramparts there, but no. That is apparently not the case. Well, let's keep going this way. Another door. Perhaps a more useful door. It seems quieter back here, doesn't it? Fewer guards. He says, as he spies a gaggle of guards down the way. Okay, so I guess this is our door. I hope this takes us somewhere useful. Locked. Very well then. That's interesting. I'm trying to figure out how to cycle items on this keyboard. I'm using that and Pro that I reviewed the other day. Okay, no, wrong lockpick. Oh, that was quick and easy. I don't know. A flash bomb. Mines. Oh my goodness. We certainly don't need those. Although I suppose we could make a commotion with them, couldn't we? Yeah, I'm using the N Pro with the 60% keyboard that I reviewed a little while back. And it's missing some buttons. And so I'm hoping I don't run into any buttons here that I need but can't. Oh, very good. But can't use. Okay. The explosive barrel's a little bit worrisome. But I think, with a leap of faith, we can mantle onto that balcony and be into the manor. So, a little save. I know I've been saving pretty heavily here, but these kinds of like jumps tend to go awry in this game, I find. Yeah, see, like, that was dumb. of attempts. Come on. Let me up. There we are. Bingo. Straight into the upstairs. And you know what's so cool? It feels like our own way in, you know? This game is so good at providing multiple avenues of attack, multiple paths through the mission. And I'm sure there were other intended paths that we could have taken, yet we tried out something and it worked. And here we are. So, okay, I spy with my little eye all kinds of goodies. Yes, very nice. Perhaps that was intended for a romantic fireside dinner, but instead it's in my pockets now. I love this plush carpeted floor, it's so quiet. Now what could this be? Commissioner Denavin, I wrote with displeasure that again one of my tough boys has been taken to Craig's Cleft. May I remind you of the substantial donations I make to your office, such that I may pursue business unhindered by idle scrutiny. May I remind you, as well, of your predecessor's unfortunate end. The rivers are so treacherous this time of year. I trust that you will attend to this, and if the hammers are too difficult for your policemen, I trust as well that you will let me know. Ramirez. Fun little piece of flavor. It's a big fireplace. It's like a walk-in closet-sized fireplace. Okay. Let's continue to poke around here. I assume that's the alarm that calls guards. Wait, didn't they say something about prized fire poker? I think we might in fact be in Ramirez's room. Because this is a big looking bed. And, oh. Very good. Oh, a basement key. Oh, well, that's interesting. I sort of assumed that the basement would be our way in, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not after all. Nothing on the shelf. I don't see any fire poker around here, though. Do you? Nothing on the mantle that we haven't already taken. There's this. I guess that's a window, eh? This vase, but yeah, it's worthless. Nothing. This is a chest of drawers or like a cabinet, I guess. Nothing there. Nothing on the bed or around the bed. I know this seems very thorough, but sometimes there's little things, little bits of loot that you miss. I don't think we want to press that. I just have a funny feeling that's not something we want to press. Unless, of course, we wanted to lure the guards somewhere away from something. Oh, check it. Check it. Hot tub time. That's quite the lovely mosaic on the bottom of the tub there. But let's instead focus our efforts on... Oh, they are good. I was worried for a those weren't treasure. We extinguish, then we take. Look at all this loot. Lovely. Oh, very nice. Very good. Okay. Well then. It's dark in here. Let's get out. That's a good start to our, 2,000 loot we need. We've already got over 700. So, not bad at all. We will need that fire poker still, though. It's not in the fire, is it? No. Perhaps it's elsewhere. If it is truly his prized fire poker, then maybe it's useless plate. Maybe it's locked away somewhere. Or perhaps it's in the basement. This is a closet, I guess. Just a walk-in closet. Full of nothing. Useless, useless, useless. Oh well. Okay. So, I think we are going to have to leave the bedroom now. Which is a shame, because the bedroom's been quite kind to us. It's been, quiet, empty, full of loot. Really, it's been everything we could hope for. And I suspect that the halls beyond will not be nearly so hospitable and accommodating. It's oddly quiet. I don't know where all the guards are, but it's slightly worrisome. So much lockpicking. Okay. What is all this? The potted plant. This is another bedroom. Perhaps a guest room. It's definitely smaller than the last one. I'm pretty sure the previous one was a master bedroom. Ramirez's room. Oh, finally I hear a guard. Let's close that door so they don't notice anything amiss. Fireplace. No fire poker. Alas. Really not much of anything in here, just that one vase. I like to get right up on the mantle just to see. I have a habit of climbing on top of things. Nothing on the bed. There's nothing in that chest. Proved very useless. That's not worth anything, we know that. Nothing on the table. So I guess we move on. Hopefully that guard, wherever they were, has left. It does seem that way. Every door in this place is locked, isn't it? Lots of fireplaces in this house. Lots of places one might put a prized fire poker. Oh, what's this? Oh, a ring. Very nice. Reinforced walls and steel door have been duly installed about your counting room, but I must warn you that we cannot guarantee them against burrick tunneling. If you do not move the creatures out of the basement into a more distant area, we cannot be held responsible for the potential damages. Yes, okay, it's starting to come back to me. So a counting room sounds like a great place to get some loot, if you ask me. And it is very likely in the basement, for which we now have a key. And beyond that, apparently Lord Ramirez is a fan of keeping burricks as pets, because it mentions that they are in the basement. At least as of the time of writing of this note, so that's all interesting. There's clearly a guard out in the hallway, but he has no reason to suspect we're in here, so he shan't bother us. The same crappy vase in every stupid room. Same stupid empty chest. What gives? That's nice though. Well, look at that, we're already almost halfway to our loot total. And we've barely got started. To be fair, we did waste an awful lot of time out in the streets. But that's how it goes sometimes. I really ought to, once we're done the level, look up how one is in fact supposed to get into this manor, and if there are in fact other interesting things to see out there in the city in this level. Okay, a little save, and a little poking the head out. Nothing to be seen, so we carry on. Oh, that wasn't locked for once. Windows. Banner. You know, I wonder, can we... Oh, we can. Oh, my word. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, we just found secret passages. I don't even know if I found these the first time. Maybe I did. Maybe that's why I remembered. But gosh, this is potentially really good. Because now we can not only move about unmolested, but perhaps get access to things that we simply couldn't previously. Like this. Which had a coin purse in it. And actually, now let's take a look at our objectives here. The purse from his belt. So we actually have to find Ramirez and literally pickpocket him. Huh. That's gonna be interesting. This is kind of creepy though, eh? This was... Oh shoot.
Who's there?
Oh gosh.
Is someone there?
Oh, very bad. Very, very bad. I don't know if he's smart enough to get in here.
You taffer?
I wonder if he'll give up eventually. That's too bad. I was in a bad place at a bad time there. Okay. He's gone. I think he went out that door, but I can't be sure. That was this. Look at that, guys. Prized fire poker. Oh, that is excellent. That is really, really good. I don't know who keeps a fire poker in like secret passages in their walls, but now this is interesting, isn't it? Oh, there's a switch. Okay. Let's see where this comes out. Whoops. Because we were in here. Oh, look it. It's the fireplace. Guys, remember how I said it looked really big, like a walk-in closet? That's because it was, in a sense, a walk-in closet. This fire's awfully close and probably kind of burny here. Let's just do a bit of that. Oh, guys, check it out. A diamond. Oh, very good. Very good indeed. The best, even. Okay. You can see right out the chimney. That is evidently not a means of escape from this manor, though. That would be even better. Okay, and we're back in Ramirez's bedroom. Now, was there any way that we could have accessed this space from this side? I wonder if there's a switch somewhere that I'm missing. I wonder if it's this switch. I don't think so, though. That would be a little obvious. Oh, there it is, isn't it? Maybe. Come on, let me up. Wow. Is it this thing? There's like a darker... No, maybe that's just a darker texture. Okay. Well, at any rate, we found it. Now actually, hold on a second. More banners. Nothing there. Nothing there. I thought maybe there'd be a safe behind one of them or something like that. There still could be in some of the other rooms. Now I've got to go around and check every room for banners. Because one never knows. Alright, well, let's close that back up. And there was nothing down this way. Okay, we've learned our lesson. There is clearly a guard that patrols there. So let us save and be very careful. This is creepy because that's a bedroom and who knows what. Ramirez stands here and watches like a creep. What I don't get is why we didn't see this from the other side. I might go back around and just see if we can I get out of here? There. Yeah, I don't think we saw that. But let's... Oh, I hear a guard. Let's get back into this room. Oh, it's behind the painting. There's the guard. I like how they see that the banner has been sliced. And they see that there's a passage behind it, which perhaps even the guards themselves did not know about. But they guess, to be fair, he didn't figure it was okay. He did investigate it, but he just decided it was nothing. Can we chop this picture? No. It's interesting that you can see through the other side of the painting. I guess it's like a silk, a very fine silk canvas or something. I don't know. Video game logic, who knows? Yeah, we've already been in here, although I will do this. Just on the off chance there's another gem in this fireplace, but it doesn't appear to be the case. Very well then. Okay, well, we've made some excellent progress here so far, I would say. What remains? We have to purloin the purse from the belt of Ramirez himself. And acquire 2,000 worth of loot in total and then get out. Getting out, I don't think will prove to be too difficult. We can always go back out through the bedroom. The theft from Ramirez may prove to be trickier. However, I believe I might leave off here. I know that is lame because we haven't really done that much, but we did spend an awful long time out in the city, wandering aimlessly, getting lost in water canals. And we've actually made a lot of progress on our loot requirements here. We've already got, 1355 out of 2,000 that we need, so we're doing alright there. And we've got tons of gear, so we're in good shape there. So, I think I'm going to leave it right here for now. I think this is probably a pretty long episode, although I've not been paying very close attention to the time. And we will, of course, return. I'm going to try and, I always say this, but I'll try to make it sooner rather than later. But I hope you have enjoyed this dose of Thief. There will, of course, be more to come. And feel free to get on my case, as usual, if I'm being too slow about it. You guys are quite reasonable. You usually give me at least a few weeks before you start bugging me about it again, so I do appreciate that. Well, alrighty. Thank you all very much for joining me here today. And I look very forward to having you all back here next time for more Thief. Bye for now.